There needs to be a collection for that, though. There needs to be a posthumous collection of the Albany music scene from 1993 to 99, and it would be good. You you take any of that shit. You take any of that. You take late night television. You know, you go over, you see Dwayne on Broadway, or off State Street by the CVS, and he'd be in there eating popcorn. You know, go home, pop it in, pull it out. Isn't that what life is all about? With some cheap popcorn upstairs with his girlfriend Jen, in roller skates too, just like all the good punk rock girls, eating microwave popcorn, watching Nick at Night, watching Ed Wood movies, watching stuff like that. And life, life was about that. I asked Dwayne at the time, I'm like, can I get a copy of Beach Party Drag Strip on vinyl? He's like, yeah, but why would you want it on vinyl? Because CDs were a big deal at that time. Even though he worked at a vinyl shop, it was strange. But yeah, I wanted to hear yeah, it was nice. I remember just getting stoned and sitting in my room listening to uh late night television, Creep Show, um, you know, those songs off that. And it was like it was like Nick at Night, just like I said, just total Smothers Brothers. He'd be in there watching Growing Pains, Smothers Brothers, Lancelot Link, all the stuff they had on TV at that point. Best songs on there. Henry McFerrin, I heard he passed away finally. That's terrible, and I miss him greatly. When I think of that record's filled with subliminal messages, obviously, but you listen to Test Tube Revolution, which is also an Ed Wood movie. You listen to that, and it was coming off the '80s where there actually was a test tube revolution. I am but 17 hours old instead of 17 years old. Now I've got no one to hold me. Who is this son of a bitch yanking on my little prick? You know? Oh my God, I need some sleep. I feel all right. I feel okay. I feel okay. I feel okay. I feel all right. I feel all right. I feel okay. I fucking feel all right. And then Henry comes in with the solo, and you're like, wow. And that's the last shit you see before Lights Out at QE2. And you never forget it. And they used, I think, no, it was just on the record. You hear John Lennon's Revolution #1. You say you want a revolution? Well, how's that describe you? Now I've got no one to hold me but the glass walls of a test tube. But I feel all right. I feel okay. I feel all right. I feel all right. I feel okay. Don't you know I feel fucking all right? That was good. That was good. That was good, good shit. But the best, my when I think back to the '90s, funny enough, I think of all these songs that nobody knows about, like the Erotics, "Young and Wasted," "Just Another Night," "Hanging on the Block," "Whoa, whoa," "You Got a Quart of Beer and You're Sucking Some Cock," "Whoa, whoa," "You're Always Falling Down, You Can't Get Off the Ground," "You're So Young and Wasted," "You Think You're So Bad, but You Ain't All That," "Uh uh, "Driving a Stolen Cadillac." You know what I'm saying? Or or Take the Last Train to Auschwitz. All those songs that never made it on. You could put that on a compilation. Anne Frank and the rest of her family are hiding up in the attic. They can run, but they can't hide. The most catchiest chorus and hook I've ever heard is "Take the last train, take the last train, take the last train. You'll take the last train, take the last train to Auschwitz." You know what I mean? That would, since we're talking about that, since we're talking about politics and cool shit, that shit has lost the time. It was too heavy to put on the record, you know. But young and wasted. That's what it was like back then, being gutter punk or gutter glam, and you're always falling down. You can't seem to get off the ground. You're so young and wasted. Or who else could write a song about Adolf Hitler showcasing the jetpack, in the 1948 World's Fair, you know? With the chorus, "There goes my Fuhrer, my Fuhrer, my Fuhrer on a jetpack, flying through the skies of Germany." Remember that? Remember those days? Doing those songs? Who could forget? Who could forget? Um, you know, got drunk all over again. When the erotics would come out, people would go crazy. At the Rainbow Bar and Grill, I'm drinking Jägermeister. Then I woke up in a bed next to Lemmy Kilmeister. Oh no, I swear I'm never drinking no more. Then I woke up in the morning and I got drunk all over again. I got drunk all over again. I crashed a car and I killed my friends. Baby, I got drunk all over again. You know? My favorite thing too is somebody should release a split A side, a double A side of Trauma School, or maybe Plaid with their song "So Sorry Chris" or the Trauma School Dropouts Creep Show. That one's an A major. And on the other side, you could put "Give Me Suicide," which is the same key, same chords but different key in G major. I mean, those songs should be released now. Like "Give Me Suicide." That's the one of the greatest songs ever, but it was just too heavy for the record back then. I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm about to self destruct. I'm going to spill my brains out with my gun. Give me, give me, give me suicide. Give me, give me suicide. About assisted suicide at the time with Dr. Jack Kevorkian. That's what it's about. People that are in such immense pain. I mean, to write a song like that is amazing. In G major, the most beautiful angelic chords: G major, D major, B minor, C major. With Creep Show, it was yeah, why oh why? Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the real world. I check my pulse every now and again. I take some pills, then I call my friends. I wish I never woke up again, but I dread I probably will. And no, if this is the end, I don't want to know. You know, Eh, no. Life at times it seems a little too slow. Life at times it seems to be a real creep show. If I ever got into some money, those would be the songs I would buy. I would buy "Give Me Suicide." I would buy "Creep Show." I would buy songs like that. I would get the appropriate lyrics too for "Piss My Life Away," and I'd buy that. That's just how I'm feeling tonight. Those songs go together, don't they? I mean, back in the '60s, you had that. You had people that would scour to put out demo tapes, and I mean, if you put out an Albany collection of glam punk and nasty punk, upstate punk that reminded you of like 6 feet of snow, suicidal ideations, and just sadness, and boys dressing up to be as pretty as possible or as ugly as possible. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. And yeah, I mean, there's a dark, dark, dark cloud over this New York shit that is just real dark. You know, it shouldn't be forgotten. I'm gonna I'm gonna if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna put those songs out some way somehow. I mean, we put out that Corvette shit, and we put out extra copies of it too, with alternate cuts. But that would be that would be nice. I'd like to be the custodian of records for that shit. But the celebration of life, which is what music is, Henry incorporated that on Test Tube Revolution. That that was very Lennon-esque. That C major to F. That did it. You know. Yeah, it was bad. It was fun, but I mean, all I remember is drunk, being just out of my mind, drunk, and 6 feet of snow in those days. It always seemed to be snowing, you know, or too fucking hot.